to Creative Thursday. Sorry about missing last week. We had an unforeseen circumstance of the internet being out for the entire day of January 1st. Somebody, the way I understand it, somebody cut a fiber optic line down in southern Michigan, and it affected quite a few counties. But anyways, ours was out, at least for Spectrum Internet, for the whole day, so I was unable to stream. So welcome back, Happy New Year, and let's get started. This time we were doing some mushroom things. Working on village area bits in the what do they call it? Dark Forest. There you go. Gonna work on getting this road textured. Tough there, wanted. Okay. Okay, we got some. Break up the edges there, makes it look a little bit more worn. Okay. Only there was a cracked version. Let's see, cracked brick. That's infested. Don't want infested. HD slate walls. That's It's much darker than the polished deep slate. It's a little better. Ah, that works better. Yeah. Oops. There we go. There we go. I wanted to make the road go off this direction. Like a split off from the main road. Let's see here. I need to, yeah. I think at least that. Yeah. Extra pack suggestions. I do have my favorite, but actually I don't have one. I think I'm just using the currently using the standard one. But sure. Yeah, it is default. Barely default? Okay. I haven't tried that in a while. I haven't tried that one, I don't think. Let's see here. Barely Default by Mickey Joe. Ah, okay. Let's try it out. Yeah, because normally I use... Well, thank you for that. It's been a little while. Let's see. Well, and it seems like it works with the shaders that I'm using. The grasses. Ah, I see. Gets rid of much. Makes it. Gets rid of the gray background for the inventory. That's pretty cool. Oops. Nice. Got a chiseled look to the buttons. Ah, stone. Yeah, the stone looks nice. It really looks nice. That does look Let's see how some of the things that I've already built look like. We have mushrooms. It doesn't change anything there. Deep slate. Doesn't look like it's really been changed much. So the leaves. It does kind of a mix of smaller and larger leaves, at least with the rename an apple to plate or barrel. Oh. Nice. That's a nice little add-on, having that hammer there. Though it doesn't exactly fit with using anvils in the... And you said cat sensitive. Okay. So is this placeable? Or is it just eat? Just normal? Then you can put it on an item frame. Ah, okay. Ah, nice. Oh, so he's like a half barrel, or like a half slab. Ah. Nice. That is cool. I have a feeling the one of the other things that might be due to some of the um, that might have to do with better leaves. Let's see if I turn off better leaves. Yeah, if the leaves, I think poking through causes it. That maybe. Oh, you're talking. Oh, it's, yeah, the flashy. Platable works for all the foods. Mip, yeah. see if we turn that off. Turn off mapping for a sec here. No, it's still flashing, so... I got a video. Map. And... yeah, because I'm using Complementary Unbound with the Euphoria patches. Let's apply. Yeah, no flashing with shaders turned off. Of course, the game also runs faster with shaders turned off. Yeah, that is cool. Thank you. I think I will use this for a little while. Wait, did my sheep get out? No, my sheep are still in the pen. Yeah, normally I have used... what was the name of the... what was the name of the... oh... it was another, based off of the default. I still got it. It just... so I can remove the custom anvil model and zip at assets Minecraft models that block anvil JS. Okay. All right. Yeah, I haven't done much with making my own texture packs in a long time. I played around it back when Minecraft was in beta. Back when there was a lot less items and blocks. Let's see if I go to... right. Faithful, yeah, Faithful was the one was the one that was using before, but I just hadn't installed it on this newest instance. Yeah, and I do have it. Okay. Okay. Right now, I am working on... well, I kind of get distracted a lot, but I've been working on putting together a bit of kind of a sparse village in the dark oak forest. I kind of jump from project to project, not always finishing up. Sometimes I come back to them when I feel like it, but I haven't been diagnosed, but I think I might be a bit ADHD. But usually it's like when I start to feel burnt out on a project, I'll move on to another one. But right now I've been working on putting a roadway down into the valley. And last time I worked on some of the mushroom builds. Here I built this little house. It's actually based off of a that one's not supposed to be. That's not supposed to be there. Based off of some instructions from BuildIt.app. But I wanted to make a. Now I'm working on putting in the path, continue on through the dark oak forest area. So the main road, thinking of putting main path that will. Actually, I think maybe I'll have it curl down and go into the birch forest for more of a farming community. We'll see. In time. But my latest big build that I've been worked on for quite a few streams has been this mega building that I don't really have a name for at the moment. Nothing official. I'm not good at naming projects. Got cathedral inspiration, some sci-fi inspiration. Let's see. The night vision for a little bit. And I've got the main floor. Yes, we're at the main floor. Well, that's part of the. Well, when you have a world the way as big as the one that I have right now, having journey map is definitely a must. But yeah, this is one that I've worked on for many streams. Got an observatory up there. Got more of a castle-styled village area started over here. This is actually one of my more most complete projects. Was the desert village and temple. Yeah, so mushrooms are over here. That's the building this we just flew through. Desert Temporal. Being that I updated to the latest version of Minecraft, I haven't regenerated the journey map Um, but this is what's on the map is just a tiny bit of the world. Hey, nice. Well, it fits with the recipe. But I have roads running from, say, Luz to Pumpkin. Okay. I have roads that go throughout pretty much all of the areas where I built in world. Some of my world is actually from an old adventure map. I keep on wanting to hit M for the map. It used to be here. Of course, I've built over it a lot, but and done some chunk regeneration. So it's not as doesn't look much like what it did in the adventure map, but back when Yogscast was primarily Minecraft videos, and they did adventure maps along a lot. They did a Fallout-based adventure map. I mean, they weren't the ones that had created the map, but they did a video with that. And so parts of the world are pasted in. Part of the world is pasted in from that. This is the city that was at the end of the map that I've done quite a bit of work rebuilding. It's still I was playing around with almost setting it up as if the desert is trying to invade the city. Some of the inspiration for the outer wall also comes from the sanctuary city in the movie Final Fantasy Spirits Within. How they had that orange force field and all that. I don't remember if it was Complementary Unbound or Astrolax. About Astrolax that makes the glass glow just a little bit. Okay, I have not set the settings for Astrolax since I updated. Astrolax is one of the ones that is a shader that definitely requires a bit more processing power because of some of the extra effects that it does. Okay. Sky. And it's got so many configuration things that... There we go. Turn off the child birds. Oh. Sun needs to be set to the new configuration. Off. But yeah, this was somewhat inspired by Blade Runner, somewhat by different depiction. Oh, I gotta change the camera. Depictions of Gotham and the Gothic. Why did he? Oh, video settings. Visual. Motion blur. There we go. Turn off the motion blur. I can't stand motion blur. It makes me motion sick. Yeah, I wish there was a way to make things glow. There probably is a way to make glass emissive. And light. Because it's not supposed... I mean, the orange glass is more intended to be... not intended to be glass. I mean, I have used... I have used the light... item. I don't think I have one in my inventory right now. I mean, so you can do that. And that will make things glow. I've played around a little bit with MC Creator, or MC Creator. But that just seems very basic. So, Blockbench. Yeah, I'll have to try that sometime. Because I've got ideas. You said observer. Ah, yes. So, let's put it more out in the thing that it does. Camera lens? Yeah. Oh, yes, I see. You got a much more of a flash on the red light beeping, blipping. Yeah, and Blockbench, the Blockbench apparently is going to be the way to go when you, if you ever want to do anything with Hightail, which, the way I understand it, is out in early access right now, or it will be in a few days. Um, so I neat. You can take the barrel lid off. And yeah, one of the things I think it might be Axiom that is doing it is the debug does some of the debug stick things just with right click with an empty hand. Looks like I need to fix my redstone. Or maybe it's the light. Maybe it's not quite dark enough. Yeah, that's another thing this Astronix does, just the debug stick. Oh, it has a custom model. Oh, right, I had a regular stick. Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah, it looks like I need to do some little bit of work with the redstone. Sorry about that. I have redstone. No. Let's see first. That's okay, those are too far away. Other direction. Go. Yeah, I'm glad they're invertible. But yeah, I've used World Edit for a long time when it comes to my buildings. I've only recently, in the last year, started using Axiom. Okay, I guess they changed some of the commands. Have that back. And back to complementary. Complementary and bound is a little better for streaming. This naturally generated, so I just changed some of the stone around it to basalt, and decided, oh, well, I might as well put a blacksmith by it, where they can get their lava from that lava pool. This building is where I decided I was going to do stuff based off of. This was kind of inspired by both ancient Greek and ancient Egyptian. Wait, is it top floor or is it? Do I need top floor or do I need the middle floor? No, not the middle floor. Top floor is where we're going to go. Haven't finished filling out the stairs here. Yep, there we go. This was also a build where I was playing around with recessed lighting a lot. My Hall of Heroes, which is somewhat empty right now, but this is, I haven't checked in a while. See if things got... But I put up flags from all of the countries that Twitch analytics said I've had viewers from. It's also where if somebody subscribes, they get a armor stand. Like we have Kragnius here. Wait, did my signs disappear? Looks like something. Item frames are gone and signs are gone. That is strange. Wait a minute. This... the wrong end of the room. There we go. But Kragnius is one of my longtime friend of mine. No, this is single player. Originally started 15 years ago, about that. Though I did have it as a bucket server for a couple years, because my friend Kragnius, he played on it for a while with me. Back when it was easier to do to have a virtual private network, so I could have, because we don't live close enough so that we could at that point to be able to play in the same building. So yeah, I started Minecraft back when it was, I think it was beta 1.3 was when I bought a copy. Yeah, this is actually my first world, and it has had many backups over the years. It's had a few times when it's been corrupted, but because the backups didn't really lose too much. Let's see, what happens if I do... Okay, let's make sure that game... Oh. Okay, yeah, that got reset. Okay, so currently my spawn is set. Yeah, in the village here. The world spawn is not where it used to be. Let's see, how do I want to go there? Which route do I want to go? Let's go this direction. I really wish that all of the the concrete blocks had half slabs in vanilla. All right, that. Okay, domed city. Big dome building. Let's see. In a little bit, I'll need to refill my jug. Yeah, you can see this. This was originally a Fallout related map. That I've built. Spruce clock? Okay. Sick. There's the door on this building. Other side? No. Yeah, other side of the building. Or did it? Oh, there it is. And not so it's under clock. There we go. So spruce on within space. Okay. Whoop. What did I do? Oh, OBS. Sorry about that. OBS was. It's like OBS had some key. I needed to change scoot the edge of OBS over so I could see that, because it looked like it was cutting off some of the chat, and OBS has some baked-in keybinds. So even if you have all the keybinds empty in the settings, some of them still work. Okay. And then you use the item frame. Nice. This opens up some more decor options. Let's see here. Okay. Might as well look at the about page. So your llamas have. Is that what I'm seeing here? Is a llama is carrying a big chest on its back? Only a trader llama. Yeah. That rough. Yeah, some of these I wouldn't see normally because I have it on peaceful. So are some of these are some of these are obviously not. Are some of these for a mod, or because I can't see? I can't think of what this would be replaced by. Swords. The right swords. Okay, so I take it a lot of these some of these you get by naming them a specific thing in the anvil. I'm guessing that's how they do it on Hermitcraft as well, because with the the fancy is that the let's see. I think I have links turned off. That's probably why your message about the changing the JSON file. Okay. This one right here. Oh, okay. So it takes you to the Google Doc. Okay, got it. Oh, yeah, tiered armor. So you got different armor sets. Okay. So the armor and okay is they don't work on Java Edition, or they only work on Bedrock, or do you have the require Optifine? So they don't work with Sodium or the other Optifine other shader loaders. Then I take it. So okay, that's netherite. It looks like it worked. Was that one also one that hadn't worked before without the Optifine? Okay, now the question is... I don't remember the tag. Or if you have to have a... Or if you have to have a data pack in order to make item frames invisible. I remember watching it when I was watching, I think it might have been either 2 seasons ago, possibly. Back when Hermitcraft did a Easter egg hunt. And they used invisible item frames. And I know they don't really, well, at least they haven't done at least at that point, I don't think they had been doing stuff with data packs. I know since then they've done a lot with data packs, especially with custom hats. Good Times at Scar, especially. I think he was the one that started that. Okay. Let's see. Here. No entity found. Some commands have definitely been broken with updates as they have come. Let's see. I know I have. I was working with. Oh, okay, that must be the Dark Oak. Axiom must have gotten rid of. Yeah, must have been with the updated, the previous palette. Ah, okay. It makes it almost like a gun case in that case, in that positioning. Favorite game? I'm playing it. But yeah, my favorite game, really, this and Terraria. I've been doing Terraria, working my way through the journey mode, trying to get every item in the game. At least those that you can in the PC version. Ah, hey, okay, it's the dolphin gun from Terraria. That one doesn't fit. Yeah, if possible, I suppose if you're placing it on the ground, it looks better for placing on the ground. It's too bad you can't. Well, actually, is it possible to have? I mean, because you have it flat on the item frame when it's on the wall with the crossbow, and it's upside down when it's placed in the shelf. Is it possible to have something in the code so that when you place it on the wall, it has a different orientation than if you place the item frame on the ground? Because I think the place when it's placed on the ground, that's a really a good position. But if it could be more aligned, as if it was like on a rack. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's probably one of the downsides with item frames, I guess. Yeah, because you can have it.
Melody, and I'm Tuesday. Please be seated.
Mr. Romo, I must admit that I'm puzzled. You usually be such relaxed, free spirits, yet your rules for social behavior are even more tight and rigid than those of Square Society.
Ah, yeah. So you can have full size statue. Okay, I can see where I could use this. At least they're not gray. Don't want to have angels with gray angels with their eyes closed. Let's see. Another thing I wish we had was more gilded. More types of gilded blocks. Like a gilded version of the chiseled black stone, like gilded bricks where the instead of having it dark between bricks, having it gilded in between. Or chiseled versions of chiseled or cracked versions of like, well, at least with the metals, it would be more like dented, like dented iron block, or because we've got the cut. I mean, copper really, you could say, blazed the path for what I think they need to do with iron and with gold. We need more variations. Same with with redstone and diamond and emerald blocks. They need to have some more variations there. I know you can use the mod chipped. They have like a whole bunch of different versions of the full blocks. I mean, practically every block in the game has a ton of variations, but being that I'm trying to keep this world as vanilla as possible, pretty much as vanilla as possible, yeah, otherwise, I definitely would put in chipped and things like diagonal, the mod that makes walls and fences connect diagonally, and connecting to fences to walls, and but once you go down that rabbit hole of adding mods that add blocks that aren't in the vanilla, you end up having. It seems like I always end up going to the point of having a 300 to 600 mod. It's dumped into one mod pack, and then the next time that something updates, everything breaks, and so. Yeah. I think quartz could get some more love too. And I just had an idea. You know how armor has the how you have all the different armor trims? We need a way of that would be an interesting mod if you could have like instead of armor trims, you'd have like patterns that you could add onto your blocks with. There probably is something like that, like armor trims except for blocks. I mean, it'd be more like stencils, but yeah, it would be like painting, except you'd have like a stencil that would take your like, say you have your stone brick pattern, and you'd have a stencil that would just give you like the the mortar lines, and then you'd right click it with you'd have like a stencil tool, place the stencil on the block, and then use your either use the different dyes or use things like gems or metals to fill in the trim, or the stencil. But it's probably more complicated than what would ever show up in vanilla. Nice. I like how I like how you have the previews, all the paintings. Is it vanilla? Because yeah, not having a preview, you forget, but over time forget what each one is. I can't remember the name of the guy on YouTube. There's a guy who has done some quite technically I mean, this took a lot of programming. I don't know if you've seen the spider. It's just like a spider robot. I can't think of his name, but he does a lot of stuff with entity. I think it's entity displays. Like he made a program. This is used, I think, using it uses the command blocks, but it's literally a rideable four-legged walking robot. Think of it as being the walking version of a quadcopter. Kind of like a mechanical spider, but 4 legs instead of 8. But every part of it is you can recolor it. He's even got parts in the script so that you could make it so that it would it could be active camo. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Ghost in the Shell, that opening in the movie, that opening scene where Makoto drops off of the down the side of the building and goes invisible. Well, essentially that's pretty close to what hey, you can do a lot with just the tool. He's not adding this isn't a mod, this is just using what's there already in the game when he made this entity based spider mech. He also figured out how to essentially make holograms that could float pretty much exactly wherever you wanted to in the world. Of course, it's all doing it through writing scripts that can be run through a command block. But technically lava and water were animated, but I think they changed the way they animated textures when they added Prismarine. But before then, it was because I don't know if you've ever looked at the old texture packs, like the really old textures. I thought I had time. Yeah, it is. Okay. Time is going in the game. Anyway, the reason why I was coming up here originally was to go to the old part of the world. Got an unfinished elevated rail subway system. Yeah, if we go this direction. So you've been in the game a long time. Man, it's been a long time since I did anything with the Sphax stick. With Sphax. Let's see, is this the right way? Okay, that goes down deeper. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, now we're getting into the older... the oldest parts of the world. Let's get more light on the subject. Let's see. Some builds will stay the same way that they were when they were first built. Like this one, this was one of the first builds on the server. That was early on after multiplayer first became a thing. This ship over here was built by my friend Krognius. And the floating block there is because I turned it into a schematic so that he could have it in his worlds. But original part of the world is. It's in the walls. The oldest parts of this world are have these walls running along the edges. Because they were essentially running along chunk borders. This world was also had a part of the world had a an old program used on it that would generate dungeons. So that's why you have the that's why I have the kind of the gridded street in there, because those are based off of, because everything was put in grid-wise. Let's see. Another one that was built by, well, this is my netherized version of a ship that Kragnius built. Here is the original. We're headed towards the original spawn. Original spawn is this building over here. And you have statues of myself and Kragnius, because we're essentially the only two that play together in this world. That's Kragnius there, that's me. But originally, this was spawn. Or rather, down there was spawn. Floating islands were when I played with a command block. There was a command block script that would change the. It gave you special. It would give you a bow that would shoot an arrow, and it would grab a chunk of the ground and shift it up. Let's see if the shows it on the map now. Yeah. This is actually the oldest of the builds. Okay, it hasn't gone frozen. Good. This was the house that Kragnius and I built together. Though I replaced that used to be netherrack with fire. I replaced it with a campfire because the building kept catching on fire. That was before the fire tick got nerfed. But yeah, this had glass ceiling because originally when I think the biome got changed in one of the updates, and so it would always snow instead of rain, and everything was getting covered with snow. And I mean, I could change the biome with World Ed. but it just kind of keeps it, you know, it's kind of like time in a bottle with that build. Yeah, here's the original spawn. I haven't been into. I used to have, being that I had this on Bucket at one point. I used to have a plugin. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. But it was a multi-dimension. It was one that added multi-world. Yeah, you could have multiple worlds on one server, and then you would set up. You could set up your nether portals to go to the different worlds, like you could have like a Skylands world. You know, if you had a plugin that did different world generation. Which is why there's so many. And here was where I was starting a villager trading hall at one point. But I think the last time I tried it, the villagers kept despawning. So I didn't have something set up correctly. Yes, I have barrier blocks there. Yeah, the parts in the wall here and here. Yeah, pretty much all of the stuff that's within this. We follow this wall here, down and around. It goes up further. I stitched together a few different worlds, and those are all contained within the walls. Old worlds that we played that I played on, that played with Krognius on. Like if we go up here, I think I'm going to turn off the time. Yeah, this was Krognius' castle. First castle. He built the pixel art, or the three-dimensional pixel art. Swords. The floating island with the essentially was supposed to be the Chaos Emeralds. He started the mansion over here. He built this mansion up here. and the one over there, and the little ship here. But yeah, it's the world has gotten so big over the years that it's hard to even. I have to be conscious to um, not do too much exploration, because if I want to, I mean, if I want to generate new terrain, um, I have to go farther and farther away, because the world has gotten big enough so that even using any utilities to delete, to trim the world, tend to fail, and then you have to restart from, or from back up. I think it has to do with deleting entire regions. Trimming the world. Trying to think of the program that I use. MCA Selector is the one that I think that's the one that I've used. Oh, they got a new version. Okay, good. But you can. Let's open a world that I do. Let's see. Yeah, there's not gonna be anything there because I don't use the. Gotta remember where I start everything. Curse Minecraft instances. Let's say, because we're gonna mount some mayhem. Oh, right, I moved that. So, yep, I kept moving it instead of making a copy. Not mods, saves. There we go. Each of these big squares is a region. I don't know if you've looked at the way that world files get stored in the save folder. But as you can see, the more I zoom out, the world has not been filmed in a long time, and because of that, it has gotten. I think it's over 5 gigabytes at this point. But with MCA Selector, you can select, in this case, selecting by region, and then you can delete the selected chunks. Yeah, and I suppose it probably wouldn't be a problem if I didn't have to trim it back, if I wasn't going to trim it back to just essentially this area here. Middle Miss. Gotta remember that one. Yeah, sometimes when I get bored, I just follow a coastline and see where it takes me. Um, but yeah, this now that we're this show also makes it so I can show you the whole map. Like I have a build over here. You know, some of the stuff are stuff that I mean, because I've used this world for pretty much everything. I've grabbed schematics from playing at Minecraft, dumped them in here. That's how I got the snow-covered starships from StarCraft. That's how we got this building over here, because that was a build from based off of, I think, the Guildhall Fable. This was a bunch of things from different schematics. Walls, I think some was started with some walls, and then it was a tower. But yeah, these walls around are from old generation, where I think in this area, or no, it's up here. Generation in this area was old enough so that I think this was before they changed the water, the sea level to 63. And so the water is all like a block lower or a block higher, I can't remember which. We also don't have a bridge or anything over from the side yet. So, but yeah, this strip here of desert and savanna was at its bones originally from an adventure pack. Mostly what I kept was the city down here and the original spawn point on that adventure map up here. And there's a village in between that is actually generated, that is actually underground at this point, because I used World Edit to regenerate pretty much all of, actually it's in this spot right here. There's a glass roof there. Go back to the game. Follow. This roadway actually follows the road that was originally in that pack, in that adventure map. Though I changed it to my own materials. Because there was originally, I think it was just clay block. And so we have a partially rebuilt bits of a adventure map. Of course, it was much more ruined in the actual adventure map because it was loosely based off of the Fallout 3 storyline, where you exited, you went out from the was it the Fallout 3? I don't think I ever played the actual Fallout game it was based off of. It was the one that you had to go get a. You headed out to get a water purification. Let's see, this was originally a crossbow. Okay. Now, okay. you haven't modeled you haven't changed the way the arrow looks. Yeah, rockets would definitely fit more with the theme. Right. I haven't played survival in so long. I don't remember how to get. Is it an enchant on the crossbow that uses rockets? Offhand rocket. Okay. Yeah. I've had them explode in my face before with the when I've done PvP and survival. As in, my friend Pragnius shot me, and in modded survival as well. Because I've done. I think it was when I was playing in was it Chosen's Chunk by Chunk? Chosen's modded adventure Chunk by Chunk. That there was some pillagers that had rocket crossbows. One of the mod packs that I played had villagers with crossbows that which they normally don't. I take it's your pack that's adding the little arms occasionally on the cacti? Yeah, that would be something that I think they should add in vanilla. If they ever do go around to having another update for the desert. More cactus types. Let's see, teleport here. Oh. You see things like that. It's probably a placeholder or something I did below that I didn't get around to getting rid of. I had the idea of having a statue here. At one point I put one of these guys there, but and was going to have another one on the other side of the opening here to the harbor area. But it didn't fit the aesthetic that I wanted. I couldn't find any good scale at this scale Statues of Liberty or any Colossus of Rhodes style. Yeah, so because legend has it, or maybe even historical account has it, that there was the harbor at Rhodes in ancient times had a statue that straddled the harbor opening. Used to be one of the 7 wonders of the world, but at the scale I found some Minecraft saves and schematics that people have done of statuary, but they're usually not. Usually they're too big. Like there was I found one of the Statue of Liberty. The ones that were small enough to fit in this area, they didn't have the detail that I would like. And the other ones were way too big, like bedrock to build limit height. So you're not going to be able to use them in world really at all. Not unless you are using a mod pack that has that changes the world height. So, which I have found one. It's not on CurseForge. I think it's on the Modrinth server. Modrinth launcher. Was it? was it? Did you say sheared golem? Sheared iron golem, or was it just the name sheared? Yeah, I don't see it in the document. Anything for naming. Anything for naming mobs. Oh, there it is. Entities. Ah, okay. So sheared just gives the regular, or closer to the regular head. First of black. Okay, yeah. Tag. Where'd he go? There we go. Back to regular head. Oh, I am going to have fun with this. What one? Okay, so I can change villagers too. Legends. Let's see if there's a golem out here. There should be. They're not anywhere near the... They're not near the blacksmith. Oh, he's stuck over here. Let's see if I can get him back. Actually, if I grab a lead... Go, we got a worker. Worker for the blacksmith. The blacksmith is around here somewhere. Yeah, I think they're congregating. They're congregating in here. Let's see if I can get the. See if I can get the golem out of here. Can we get the golem out? No, he's not going to fit through there, is he? There, now he is. There we go. I need to make. I was going to build build a tree, palm tree there. Your desert villagers look like Egyptians. Now, considering I'm building with a semi-Egyptian style. Yeah, since using shaders and having the nice lighter blue color of water, it just kind of can't go back to vanilla. The dark blue just doesn't fit my. Doesn't fit the way I like it anymore. Okay. Might as well. It's not yet been lit. Nor do I have an easy way of getting up here through here, at least in survival yet. Need to build an inner side to that area. Two, three. Yeah, let's two. Hey, yeah, no problem. It's there's a lot of history in this world. It's kind of hard to believe it's been 15 years since. Actually, maybe more than that now. Actually, I'd have to go look at the stats to see my when I bought my account. Oh. Redstone on the backside of the button, I take it. That's cool. Let's see if I turn on. What's it? Horse place. Get some glass. Be undercolored. Yep, there's the redstone. That's cool. Hey. Makes complete sense. Since it's a redstone. Redstone interaction block. Let's see. Okay, how far do these go down? Okay, so that's goes down into the floor, down into the ground. Let's see. I have to plant some more trees. Little out, a little farther. Or did I have 5 width? At least when it's flat. When it's a straight across. So this is deep. Okay, that's going into the deep, dark center of the dark oak forest. Let's see here. Let's fill in a little bit. That off. Switch to try to turn more into dirt path or dirt gravel road. I don't know. Where's yes, flood fill is a dangerous tool. At least it would be if there was no undo button. Undo command. If I do flood fill, here you can see how it would fill in quite a bit. Now this is the Axiom editor for doing major changes. Sort of you want to do modeling, but want to have more tools than just copy paste and flip. So this way, terrain. Is there just a little hill there, and then it goes down? Okay. see. Go to circle templates. I This is figuring out curves is, oh yeah, I guess it is just the yes, hydrate while the game is hydrating. see, do I want to do steeper stairs? Heard the crash of lightning, but apparently... here's the trader llamas that I had from a wandering trader. Steeper stairs? Yeah, I think I'll go with steeper stairs. Makes me think I need to add. Let's see, do I have? Okay, I haven't done anything with lightning rods. Functional. Thing is, I don't know if oxidized does anything. If it, oh yeah, I see the sparks. So it must still work as a lightning rod, whether it's wet, whether it's oxidized or not. Oh, there we go. That's the palette. Ah, lightning strike undid oxidization. Keep missing it. Do I have to take speed up too high? Up high? I think I must have to take speed. Ah, What's the command for it, though? Okay. Random tick speed, just with... Okay. Three, I know, is the default. I had it set up higher so that leaf decay would be faster. Buildings. Go replace the trees that down. Let's see if I can put another one here. There we go. So, keep the covered. covered look, at least partially. Gonna want I want to build kind of like a Hobbit style house there. So yeah, a little less trees is fine. I think this one is in the way. Dude. My mushroom by Dark Oak is mostly red mushrooms, so there's no mushrooms on this side of the room. Yeah. See if I can get it to grow here. closer. Yep. Spot of red. And a cloud. So I will need to get a refill. So I think I'm going to take a little break for a sec. I feel like I need to take a bio break as well, so I will be right back after a little bit of a break. Alright, back. Okay. Center up. So this right about here. Placeholder. far, so good. Let's see, from outside. I have a banner. I have a banner. I don't have any banners. It's good enough. Curtains. Nope, that one does not. Food. Lights. Nope, no barrel potatoes. And I need to snip it. Snipping it stopped it from growing. Maybe with the shears, right-clicking with the shears does it. We'll see. Okay. Well, with that, come to the end of our time together for today. So I thank you all for watching. Thank you to Bushy Mikey Joe for sharing his texture and data pack with us today. I have a feeling I will be using it more, well, in continuing weeks. So until next time, thank you all for being here. I'll be back Monday for more Journey Mode in Terraria. So hope you all have a good day. Hope you all have a good weekend. And I'll see you later. Take care.